Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom of the fourth inning. 3-1, SaberDogs still your score. New pitcher on the mound. First in relief of Ty Wilson is going to be the right-hander, Sebastian Munoz, out of Othello, Washington, standing at 5'11", 175 pounds, a product of Columbia Basin. 2-0 record this year with a 4.59 ERA, 14 strikeouts to 17 walks, and 15 2/3 of the innings work. He's a guy the SaberDogs have seen before, in fact, twice over that last series back in the weekend of July 29. 2 outings combined for 2 innings, 2 earned runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So look at Declan Buckle to lead things off here as the SaberDogs look to add on to what's currently a 2-run advantage. Again, 3-1 your score. After Gunnar McGran drew a very long walk off of Ty Wilson, which likely was the final straw to push him out of the ball game tonight. So that'll be the last time Wilson throws a pitch this summer. As there goes McGran for second. First pitch is a breaking ball upstairs. Driggs throw to second base. Tag applied by the shortstop. McHenry's not in time. McGran with the swim move slides across the back edge of the second base bag. It's going to be a stolen base for him, his 5th of the year, 3rd on the night collectively as a team for Souris Valley. As there's a runner in scoring position now for Declan Buckle. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Perfect pitch to run on for McGran. A breaking ball that missed up and in. Munoz had a quick delivery right there, and Driggs made a decent throw, but again, McGran runs too well and was able to beat it out. Nice slide as well. So a chance for Buckle to drive in his 4th run of the series right here. Corners drawn in, middle about halfway. Munoz from the stretch. His first pitch is a fastball taken upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. For Munoz this postseason, 1 outing. Pick up the win against the Pioneers in Game 1 of the Division Series. 3 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Molna would love the same Munoz tonight here as he comes set first base side. There's the 2-0. Breaking ball bites the inner edge. Front door pitch for strike 1. 2-1. Munoz long curly hair flowing out of the back of his cap as he steps back onto the first base side of the rubber. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. 3-1 SaberDogs your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Munoz from the stretch. From the slide step fires the 2-1. Misses inside. Buckle scoots out of the way. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. So hitters count here for Buckle, who was swinging it well yesterday. Every ball he put in play was hit on the button, including a hard ground ball up the middle for a 2-run single. Looking for something over the heart of the plate here to drive in another run. Munoz fires the 3-1 pitch. Fastball taken down and in for ball 4. So a walk to Declan Buckle. Back-to-back free passes open up this bottom of the 4th inning for Souris Valley, as that'll send up Jared Breedwell to the plate, who is exceeded with runners in scoring position this postseason. As we mentioned, he's driven in 6 runs over the entire postseason. Drove in 2 runs last night. Could be a bunting spot for him right here as he steps out of the box, takes a look at Miklos, who goes through some signs. Third baseman Bachman playing just a foot or 2 in front of the third base bag. As Munoz leans for the side, he comes set from the first base side. Creeth very far in front of the first base bag. First pitch, swinging a line drive, left field. This one's down for a base hit. Getting the wave around third is McGran. He will score. Heading for third is Buckle. The throw from Austinson is not in time. Into second base with an RBI double is Jared Breedwell, as that gives Souris Valley a 3-run lead. It's 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Breedwell continues to mash here in the postseason. Extra base hit after extra base hit. He has now driven in 7 runs through 3+ games here in the playoffs. A double for him, his first of the night, second of the series. SaberDogs not done yet. Still nobody out. Second and third. Here comes Reese Anderson. He's 1 for 1. Singled in the second inning. Stole the base as well. Corners drawn in front of their respective bags. Middle playing just about halfway once again. Arms left to right in the outfield. Austinson, Ninnis, and Dorr. Good speed on the base paths with Buckle 90 feet away at third and Breedwell in scoring position as well at second. First pitch on the way to Anderson. Swinging a bounding ball. Third base side into foul. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. For Breedwell in Game 1 of the postseason over in the Division Series over in Badlands, had quite a big night. Drove in 4 runs, a couple of base hits, including a double and a triple. Both the other way. Almost left the yard the other way to the deepest part of the ballpark at Dakota Bank and Trust Community Ballpark. So the runners take their leads. No balls, 1 strike. Munoz from the stretch, lifts and fires. The 0-1 pitch in the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. So Breedwell really starting to heat up here in the back end of the season. That's also RBI number 19 for him on the year. Anderson steps out of the box now behind 0-2. 1 foot in, 1 foot out as he readjusts his batting gloves right here. Again, just looking to put a ball in play. A ground ball to one of the middle infielders. Likely drives in Buckle from third. Munoz stands up high on 2 feet as he pauses at the chest. His 0-2 on the way, cut on and missed for strike 3. Blocked by Driggs, throws to first base. That is in plenty of time to retire Anderson for out number 1. Strikeout number 1 for Munoz as well. Breedwell holds at second, Buckle at third, as that sends up the top of the order here for the SaberDogs. That brings up Justin Cooper to the plate here. Cooper 0 for 1, walked in the first, lined out to the pitcher, and Ty Wilson back in the second inning. That almost doubled off Anderson, but Anderson was able to get back after Wilson's throw was spiked to Creeth at first. Cooper, now 7 for 15 this postseason, has driven in 3 runs. Just the exact man you want at the plate in this spot. Second and third, 1 down, 4-1, SaberDogs your score. First pitch, swinging a hard ground ball, seared through the left side into left field for a base hit. Breedwell will score. Right behind him, Buckle to throw the plate on a hop is cut off by the third baseman Bachman. Now a snap to the first. Cooper's caught in a rundown between first and second. McHenry racing him back to the bag will apply the tag on his numbers for out number 2. But 2 runs are in, as that gives the SaberDogs now a 6-1 lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, RBIs for Cooper, numbers 38 and 39 of the year. He's now driven in 5 runs this postseason as the SaberDogs continue to increase the distance here between the Sasquatch. Heads up play by Bachman at third as the throw from Austinson was not going to be in time to nail the runner at the plate, so he cut it off through to first. Cooper took a little bit too far of a wide turnaround first, so he was caught in a rundown, and they're able to break the distance and tag Cooper out for the second out of the inning. So here's Allen Greer with 2 away, bases empty. Again, 3 runs in this frame, 6-1 your score. First pitch on the way is a fastball that runs inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. For 1 for 2, single to the first, grounded into a 4-6 double play in the second. Steven Moretto looms on deck. Munoz from the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. 1-1. These 3 runs scored here in this inning. The first, since the SaberDogs put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first. Sandwiched in between that was 2 scoreless innings pieced together by the starter and Ty Wilson. 1 of the 3 runs tonight, or I should say in this 4th inning, charged to Wilson. The other 2 to Munoz. As the 1-1 is swung on a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So your line score now, a run on 3 hits, an error for the Sasquatch. 6 runs, 6 hits on an error for Surrey Valley. Munoz digs his right foot into the first base side of the rubber, tucks his glove just underneath his front knee. Now brings the 2 together as he comes set at the chest. Here's his 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a chopper right behind home plate. Will roll foul. Count will hold at 1-2. Sun continues to set here at the ballpark. Just about 8:19 local time here. Entire field covered in shadows. A little bit of cloud coverage over the ballpark as well. More of a peach color now in the sunset over the horizon versus on Tuesday over in Minot. Some of the most vibrant colors I've ever seen in terms of the sunset. A bright pink mixed with a dark purple made for a very pretty night. Another pretty night here this evening in Minot as well. Munoz kicks and fires. The 1-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball wide of third. Bachman to his left. Picks it up cleanly. Steps across. Throws to first base. Pick on the back end by Creeth is in time to retire Greer to retire the side as well. 5-3 put out. Ends the bottom of the 4th inning. But not before the SaberDogs send 6 to the plate. Bring around 3 to score. Thanks to the RBI double from Jared Breedwell and the 2-run single from Justin Cooper. Ready to the top of the 5th. 6-1 SaberDogs your score here in Game 2 of the 2021 Expedition League Championship.
The Ithaca College football team entered Saturday's Liberty League matchup against Buffalo State, looking to secure their 7th win in a row. Since their last home game on October 2nd, the Bombers had won 2 straight, outscoring their opponents 54-14. Meanwhile, the Bengals were eyeing their first victory as they entered the weekend, having lost 10 straight, dating back to 2019. There was a lot of offense in this one. Let's see who finished on top. It was a cold and rainy day on the South Hill, but that would not stop A.J. Wingfield this afternoon. He's going to take this snap just 2 minutes into this game, finds a wide-open Andrew Vito, who makes the catch, his 20th touchdown of his Bombers' career, gives Ithaca a 7-0 lead. 8:06 in the first now. This pass is tipped and intercepted by ACAP Takor of the Bombers. He's going to take this one into Buffalo State territory just like that. A chance for them to double their lead now. 6:49 in the first. It's going to be A.J. Wingfield once again, looking for a man on his right, but all of a sudden finds some pressure, just trying to find some open room. Meanwhile, he's going to find the end zone right here. Rushing in for his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, doubles the Bombers' lead. It's 14-0. That Ithaca defense, it's been good this year. Displayed played once again by Derek Suka, who picks this one, takes it 31 yards back to the end zone for the pick six. Gives the Bombers a 31-0 lead. They lead the Liberty League with 12 interceptions this year. Fast forward now, 10:44 in the second. A.J. Wingfield, he's going to find a wide-open Jacob Cooney, who makes this catch with ease. Two-handed grab to the end zone, his first touchdown of the year, gives the Bombers a 38-0 lead. 6:42 in the third now. Jake Williams, he's going to rush his way in the end zone. Again, plenty of ease on that one. Third TD of the year, 48-0 Ithaca. Buffalo State just trying to avoid the shutout right here. Their backup quarterback, Thomas Dupe, he's going to shove his way through a brick wall to get Buffalo State on the board, making it 48-7. The nail in the coffin, Nicholas Bahamonde, his 11th field goal, which leads the Liberty League in that category. Ithaca wins this one by a final score of 51-7, moving their record to 7-0 overall and 4-0 in Liberty League play. With the loss, Buffalo State remains winless and now has lost 25 of its last 27 contests. Quarterback A.J. Wingfield once again shined offensively, completing 23 of 29 passing attempts with 2 touchdowns. He's now notched 13 on the campaign, good for 3rd in the Liberty League. Ithaca has now completed back-to-back 7-0 starts, a feat they had never achieved before 2019 since 1992. They will travel to Troy, New York to take on the 6-1 RPI Engineers in a crucial matchup next Saturday. Thanks, guys. Looking deeper into the history of this matchup, obviously we talked about earlier in the broadcast, the Bombers beating Hobart in their last meeting 34-0, which really encapsulates the entire history of this series, which has been dominated by Ithaca. In 32 matchups, they've won 28. They've won the last 3. They won the first 20 from 1966 to 1999. They're going to look to keep that going tonight, where they are 16-0 against Hobart here at home. They have outscored them 148-47. Here at Butterfield Stadium since 2001. So Hobart trying to make history tonight, get off to a hot Liberty League start, as well as pick up their first win here in the South Hill. Guys? Thanks, guys. As you can imagine, things really tightening up here as we get down to the final minutes. I mean, you could feel and hear everyone's pulse collectively in the stadium and the stands around us. Not for Springfield, however. Coming out of the second half, they were incredibly loose, dancing to the music, smiling at the crowd, embracing that crowd, and really that's continued throughout the entire second half. A complete flip from what we saw with Messiah and that Bomber student section last night. Guys? Here we are with tonight's player of the game, A.J. Wingfield, your quarterback for the night, the winning quarterback. How about that finish? How are you feeling after that one, A.J.?
That was crazy. I mean, such a great game. Hobart's an awesome team. They game planned us really well, but I've got trust in our defense in every moment, and they pulled through there for us.
Let's go back to your first score of the night. Using it with the legs, your first rushing touchdown of the year. Was that part of the game plan coming into today?
I mean, a little bit. That play there was just kind of, I kind of read it the right way and saw green grass and just ran.
We talked to Wainabe earlier. He compared you to Patrick Mahomes, so that's quite a compliment right there. Let's go to the fourth quarter now. Through the air, you combined for 2 passes, 74 yards with Anderson and Vito. Walk me through that drive.
Yeah, well, they kind of changed up their coverage there. Mikey and Vito are just studs, and they try to play some man coverage on us, and we think, nobody can guard us in man coverage. So between Mikey and Vito, they're the best receivers in the country, in my opinion, so it was easy for me.
Great to hear. And then the defense tonight. Speak to that a little bit and them keeping this game close and allowing you guys to get that lead back.
Yeah, all year our defense has been carrying us, and today, they got really good running backs over there, and be able to kind of shut them down and bottle them up. They're huge, and I trust those guys. We battle with them every day in practice, and they're awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know if you knew this, but you guys are now 17-0 against Hobart here at Butterfield Stadium in the history of this matchup. How does that sound?
I didn't know that. That sounds awesome because they're a really good program, and it just speaks volumes to what Ithaca's done and the Ithaca program overall.
Absolutely. A good day for the Ithaca program. They moved to 4-0 on the year. A.J. Wingfield, the quarterback tonight, your player of the game. Back to you guys in the booth.